Yo, what it do, YouTube? This your boy JuKING the Boss, and this is a follow-up video to my tips on how I got my Shot Creator Grand Badge. I'm gonna leave a link for that video in the description below. But this video is gonna debunk a few myths about the Shot Creator Grand Badge, how you get it, what badges you need to have to get it. Now there were only 3 badges that I had to get it. And the reason why I had those 3 badges is because I was able to earn all 3 of those badges almost simultaneously. That is the difficult shot badge, the ankle breaker badge, and the tireless scorer badge. And the reason why I was able to get those badges almost immediately together was because, first of all, if you're coming down there and you do a crossover, you do a double move, you're gonna drop your stamina bar. And if you haven't been working on building your stamina up, that's gonna drop even quicker. So you come up, you do a double move, and then you do a turnaround jumper. That's one of my favorite shots to do. Now, you can do the dribble pull-up, the fadeaway. All of these shots will work, so I can confirm that all these shots will work. But these shots need to go in. So we're going to get into it on exactly how I got it, which badge I had. You're going to see everything that I have, how many games it took me, how many shots it took me, how many made shots it took me. And I'm going to tell you all this about it. Let's get right. So the first thing I did was I paused the game right after the tip-off and looked at my stats. Now, as you can see, I played 27 games, and I scrolled over, and you can see I scored 1,500 points with 1,567. I made 755 shots, and I took 1,119. Okay? So as soon as I get the ball, watch this, double, turn around, bam, knockdown. Just like that, unlocked. So as you can see, that ball is going in the cup. I'm putting that ball in the basket. You know, a lot of people say that you don't need to score. You need to be out there trying to score because that's how you're going to unlock it. Now, in the rest of this video, I'm going to go over the details on everything, every shot, every badge, all of that. I'm going to show you exactly how I got it all. Now, when we got here, I decided to look at my stats, show my stats again. As you can see, I only scored 2 points. That shows you that that's one extra basket that I took, one extra basket that I made. It was that turnaround jumper that I got that badge off of. And then I went back into the game and I had to pause again and come back to the stats because I forgot to show you the badges that I had already. So I went over and I went to my stats first, and I had to show y'all my attributes. So under my attributes, as you can see, I got the contested in the open shot, mid-range at 80. Everything else I wasn't really worried about because my shot off the dribble, I had that maxed out at with the 25. If you look at my badges, as you can see, I got no Hall of Fame badges. I got no gold, no silver badges, nothing but some bronze badges and the expressive. The 3 that I have that matter is the difficult shot, the tireless score, and the ankle breaker. Those are the only 3 badges that I have at bronze. So as you can see, I bring the ball down, double move, hit him with another move, turn around, jumper. Activated about 2 or 3 badges at that time, and as you can see, the grand badge activates right off the spot. Now the thing about it is that it doesn't matter which badges you have, but that's what you need to be pushing towards each time in game, consecutive games, getting hot quick with it, and continuously getting hot. Now, each of these games, I only played to the second half. Now, so I simulated the game at the start of the second half because I'm still going to do whatever I can to make sure I'm getting my little VC. And once the game finished loading up, you'll see I'm gonna go into my character's menus and I'm gonna show you all of my stats. I'm gonna show you all of my badges. Guarantee that you don't need to work too hard to get it. If you're scoring 60 points a game, you're all right, for real. So at first I went into my minutes, went to my character and showed you my badges. Shot Creator Pro. Then you got my difficult shots, tireless score, and ankle breaker. All the other badges, it ain't really too much nothing there. It's not one of the, like, a shot creator is not that hard to get, and I'm gonna show you the attributes that you need to have. Like if you got an overall 95 and you're not like superstar 1, so you don't get the extra attribute points, you can kind of set yourself up. but I only played 27 games. I'm gonna scroll down, I'm gonna scroll over, and you're gonna see that I only scored about 1,600, a little bit over 1,600 points. 1,600, 1,636, 635. Wow, can't even read my own numbers. 784 field goals out of just under 1,200. I'm gonna go into these are my attributes itself. I maxed out shooting off the dribble and everything. You want that at least at 90, guaranteed. And if you look at my mid range, I didn't worry too much about my other stats, but if you look at my mid range, that's at 80. That's an important thing for it to be at. And then if you look at my agility, I'm always gonna try to be as fast as I can on the court. Now my playmaking was something that I said, okay, I want to get that at 75. My ball control, I want that at 75, so that way I can at least get the elite dribble moves. If you can get it to 75, then if you can get that ball control to 75, then perfect, because then you can use the elite dribble moves, which are gonna allow you to chain together moves a little quicker. But like I said, when it comes down to it, I'm gonna show you these are the badges that are required for the shot creator, and as you can see, I only have 3 of them. So when it boils down to it, those are the only 3 I needed, because that's the only shot I do. Break a man down real quick, turn around, jumper, boom. All right, now so the next thing I'm gonna show y'all is I'm gonna show y'all my man Bones stats. Now Bones created his shot creator in the beginning when 2K came out. And if you look at his mid-range shooting, I told him that's his problem right now is that he needs to be able to get that to 80. And you see he still has stats left to upgrade. So right now he's working to try to get to that Superstar 3 so that he can get a few extra attribute points. But like I said, if you look at his shot off the dribble, it's already maxed up there where it needs to be. It's at that 90 range, that 94 close. So I guarantee you that if he hits that Superstar 3, he gets those couple of badges, he gets those couple of attribute points, I guarantee you he's going to have it right where he wanted to be, and it's going to pop up as soon as he apply those attribute points to that character. And the thing about it is that he watched the first video, he saw it, and he followed it through, and he's on his second season. So when it boils down to it is that the shot creator had the least amount of information given on how to obtain it, but when you break down the code of the game itself, you look at it and know that all you need to be doing is creating your own shot. Finding ways to create space. So the step back jumper, things like that, all those are going to work. The reason why I always suggest the turnaround is because the simple fact is the turnaround kind of uses up the most energy. And you kind of want to make sure that you don't have your tireless scorer badge at Hall of Fame. It's going to make it a little harder to drain that energy bar and activate those 3 badges at a time. You're basically it's kind of like getting XP. The more you do, or the more increasingly difficult thing you do, you're gonna get a bigger reward for it. So like if you're playing on Hall of Fame, you're gonna get 2 times the amount of VC for it. That's the same thing with it in game. Like if you're doing two, three things at a time, you're creating your own shot. A double move and then a step back is creating your own shot. You're creating space. You're trying to separate yourself from the defender, and that's what the shot creator is supposed to be the master at, being able to do that. So by following these steps, by looking at the details, I guarantee you, if you follow this to the T, you're gonna get that shot creator grand badge. If you don't get that shot creator grand badge, hit that dislike button. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you're having any issues with it, where you think that you might be messing up. If you do not have that mid-range open and contested at least 80, or at a minimum around the 80 marker, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Like I said, you saw my man Bones is at 77, and once he gets it up to 79, 80, I guarantee you that's gonna unlock for him. If he's able to do that, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna update the video with that in the comparison. But you follow this guy to the T, I guarantee you there's no way that you don't get that shot creator grand badge. And you can also take this kind of information and port it toward 2K18, because if they're going to continue with the archetype system, they might make it a little easier for people to understand what it takes. But I guarantee you they won't make it easier to get, because it's not that difficult to get. It's one of the only grand badges that you can't really get on Hall of Fame unless you are a great shooter. You know your release hands down and can knock it down in a person's face. But if you like the video, hit the like button. If the video helps you, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content. If you didn't like the video didn't help you, hit the dislike button. Let me know in the comments below as well. Stay tuned for more NBA 2K content, NBA Live content when that drops. I'm looking forward to that. And also, if you're new, subscribe. You can follow me on the Xbox, JuKING the Boss. I ain't hard to find. I'm shooting lights out on anybody, dunking on everybody, and talking about everybody. Catch you next time.